Greetings. Welcome to the College of St. Scholastica and welcome to the online Master of Education degree program. My name is Amy Bergstrom and I am thrilled to have you joining our program, and I'm looking forward to working with you while you are in our program. My name is Amy Bergstrom and I am a faculty member in the School of Education, and I serve as the Master of Ed degree program director. Early in my career, I was a 6th through 12th grade English language arts teacher and absolutely love teaching the middle school grades. A lot of people, if we have any middle school teachers out there, it's something that you have to love, so you'll know what I'm talking about. A lot of people say I'm crazy, but I absolutely really enjoyed that grade level. I've been at St. Scholastica for 7 years, just starting my 8th year here now. Prior to joining the faculty here at the College of St. Scholastica, I spent 12 years in undergraduate teacher education. I'm currently an associate professor on the school, and I also teach some programs in the program and serve as the program director. I really enjoy spending most of my spare time, all of it actually, with my 10-year-old son and keeping up with his energy level and all his activities. He is going to be starting 5th grade in the fall. I am a bit of a bookworm, love to read. I do a lot of academic reading related to work, and in my spare time I love a really good sort of mindless mystery novel. I like to read international mysteries. I am a House of Cards on Netflix junkie, I will admit, and I also am a bit of a political and news newbie, if you will, news person. So I do get kind of tangled up in sitting in front of various news channels when there's things going on, and so I'm sort of fascinated. That's sort of my mindless work. My son and I love to bike and kayak and camp and travel and all the great things that are offered here living in northern Minnesota. And I'm really, and I love good Thai food. Any chance I get, I try to get some good Thai food. So our program. So congratulations again in being accepted. We're really delighted to be working with you and having you as a student in our program. You know, we are ranked as a top online program by U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 rated online program in the Midwest of our kind. And we take that ranking very seriously. And some of the ways in which you're going to experience that high quality as a student in our program is through various modes of technology. So we'll be offering synchronous live sessions with you throughout the duration of the program. We have an extremely engaged, dedicated, high-quality faculty that teach for us through the program. We also have a dedicated program advisor, so you will start with the same advisor you start with, you'll finish with, so you're not handed off to various people throughout the program. We do keep you with the same advisor throughout the program. It's exciting that you'll be exposed to various modes of social media and technologies that are applicable to your practice, and possibly, you know, some of you may already be using social media within the context of your work setting, but we really like to introduce you to new ways of thinking about these things, really examining whether or not they are best practice pedagogically, also developmentally for the students that might be in your audience. So it's a really exciting, engaging program. We also utilize the cohort model, which means if you follow your program plan from start to finish, you'll be in the program with the same people you start with. So it's pretty exciting. A lot of strong relationships get developed throughout your course of study here with us, and it's really pretty exciting to see that happen and that community building take place. So one of the things I like to include in this very brief overview program as well is the importance of communication and the program support. Your success is extremely important to us, and we believe the infrastructure is in place for you to be successful. Our faculty are committed to your success and care deeply about the quality of their teaching and your learning. If you find yourself having questions or concerns regarding a course, please be sure that you start with your faculty member teaching that course. If you find yourself struggling with a program-related question, please contact me as program director. There are instances where things come up for people, and it's more appropriate to reach out to me. And it's also important to be in close communication with your advisor, Gina, and she can provide invaluable support to you as you move throughout your program. Her role specifically is to ensure you are academically on track. You select a program plan from our electives that meets both your needs personally and professional, and make sure that you're progressing in the program to ensure a timely finish. So I like to talk about this importance of communication, because and we understand working with adult learners, things come up, life happens. It's important, so important for that communication. We certainly don't want you to be scratching your head, figuring out the who, what, when, where, why. We want to make sure that you have the tools and the resources at your disposal to ensure that you're successful in our program. There's also many different ways in which you can choose to communicate with us. Most of our faculty will give you their cell phone numbers. We all have office landlines here at the college. We have email. There's Google Hangout. There's Zoom, which I'm using now to bring. So there's many different ways of communication. So we want to make sure that students feel, the importance of communicating, and that working together on both ends will ensure that you have a successful experience in our program. So I want to take a minute and talk a little bit about what some students get a little bit of anxiousness about, but also a lot of excitement in terms of our research component. So you will be taking two research courses, total amount of 6 credits for a requirement here in the program. The first course you take is an Introduction to Educational Research, where you'll start exploring a topic that you want to learn more about, and you'll start building your literature review around that topic. It's very exciting. We have a great team of research faculty that work very closely with you from start to finish. I'm going to just get a quick drink of water here. And the exciting part of our research is that you are going to be selecting something that you want to know more about, something that's near and dear to your heart. It could be a challenge or a question you've had about your own practice, your classroom setting, if you're in a classroom setting, something work related. So it's really exciting that you get to explore and dig deeper on a topic that you find a deep interest in and that you're passionate about. The last 3 credits of the research are spread out over 3 semesters, so you have time to collect your data, analyze your data, and do your write-up if you're choosing to do a paper, or you can choose to do some type of education-related product. We've had students create some really impressive websites, school handbooks. We've had ELL handbooks created. We've had a real variety of, and you'll see some of those samples when you get into those courses. But I like to take a minute and just assure people, because the research sequence, as new graduate students, can feel a little anxious for some people, but I want to ensure everyone knows that it's actually probably the most exciting component of our program, and that you're mentored and advised very closely throughout the work in those 6 credits. So our community site, just quickly, has there's a couple purposes that our community site serves, and one important one is meant to acclimate you to the online environment. The College of St. Scholastica, introduce you to your program advisor and some of the key features we'll be using as a program. One of the technologies we'll be using in the program includes our webinar software, which I'm using here in Zoom. We'll also be using what's called VoiceThread, which is a very cool interactive tool that's built right inside a Blackboard that you'll be doing. We also have it built here within the orientation site, so you can practice using it. There's a whole slew of resources for you on how to use VoiceThread, but we'll be asking you in this orientation to be introducing yourself using VoiceThread, which will help get you used to using it, because it will be used in the various courses that you take through the program. So please have fun and engage yourself with the community site. There's 4 units that we ask you to go through, basically the intro to the program, an introduction to our Zoom web conferencing, technology resources, which will include resources that are available to you here at the college, also the VoiceThread resources, and also the CSS library. Get acclimated to that. It's something you're going to go back to time and time again. Julie Rusted, our distance librarian, does an excellent job working with our online students and distance students to work through their research. You're going to be pulling articles and so forth, so it's really good that you get used to using our library resources. But most of all, take some time, go through the community site. It's built in Blackboard. All of your courses will have a very similar look and feel that this orientation provides for you. And it is important that you have that sort of early exposure to some of these things that are available to you within the context of our program. So again, I want to say congratulations and welcome to our program. Again, my name is Amy Bergstrom. My contact information is here, my office number here on the Duluth campus, and my email address. I also will be teaching a couple courses, possibly more than that, depending on need. But I do teach 2 very regularly in the duration of the program. So I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you, and again to welcome you to our college and our program.